Harish, thanks a lot for joining us today. It's been pleasure and honor. Let me introduce you to the audience here. I think Harish is the CEO of the Airtel SMB business and is responsible for spearheading the SMB businesses of Airtel across different product lines. Now, today's our discussion is very important because if you see today, India is largely based from a 50 odd percentage on a SMB side, right? The businesses who are in the SMB segment. They got really hit by the pandemic, but they were also contributing earlier, before the pandemic, to the Indian economy. But the flavor has changed now. They are part of the economy. They are digitizing as we speak, in fact, faster than any other organizations today. So technology, being digital player, changing the playbook of strategies they have is kind of, I'm hearing in SMB as well. I used to hear it in the enterprise side, but I'm hearing in the SMB as well. It's a great change I'm seeing.
So true.
All of this is happening while, Harish, I think, it's very important for us to discuss one very important question, right? In your opinion today, and from your personal experience as well as from an Airtel business perspective, what's the technology role and it will play in the Indian economic growth? Right? This is my first discussion which I wanted to have it with you.
So let me break the answer into two parts, right? The Indian economy is expected to grow at a very, very strong 7.5% for this year. That's what the FICCI report says. There's another report today which talks about a 8% plus growth, right? But broadly what they're saying is that this is an economic growth, correct? Consists of many industries, many verticals, many different types of customers. But when we speak to our customers, most of them, their ambitions are much higher than the 7-8% that we look at from an overall economy perspective, correct? They want to grow much, much faster. And I think that bodes very, very well when we say that we want the Indian economy to be a 5 trillion economy over the next few years kind of a time frame. So I think, our ambitions are in the right direction as different organizations. Right? But also the other important thing is that we are not hearing this from customers in a specific vertical. We are hearing this from customers across all verticals in the way they are kind of, looking at acceleration over the next few years. Of course, manufacturing, financial services, and the startup sector seem to be the most bullish from the growth perspective. Right? Now, when we talk about from a technology perspective, right? I think over the last few years, Shalil, if you just go back a little bit, virtualization, cloud infra, both, infrastructure as a service and SaaS have kind of become mainstream, right? Simple technologies like QR codes that we've been existing for a long period of time have actually supercharged many new business models, right? And dramatically improved, I would say, ease of everything. Forget ease of doing business. I think ease of doing everything, those technologies have kind of changed the way things happen in the market, correct? Now, when we talk about the role of tech today, I think one of the things we say is that if you don't have a digital footprint, your business does not exist. I think that's kind of a statement has become more and more true over the last 12 to 15 months kind of a time frame. Technology, of course, plays a major role in helping companies test, build, and execute on new business models. And of course, like we keep on saying, supercharge their growth. Of course, it helps them stay ahead of others, their competition and or other players who are kind of getting into the industry. What I would also think about when I speak to our customers is that earlier technology was more a business support function, kind of ensuring that the business runs smoothly on a day-to-day basis, right? Versus now, what we see is that technology has is being seen as a business enabler and has become up and center in all really boardroom conversations as well, correct? So I think the role of technology has shifted and the role of CTOs, CIOs, I think have gone through a very, very different level over the last 12 to 18 months. And if we kind of go back and look at some of the research that we see coming out from different organizations, it says that technology already drives customer interaction for about 55% of the businesses. It drives the customer base growth, which is customer acquisition for more than 40% businesses. And these are India numbers, by the way, not global numbers, right? And all of us can see already as to how technology has helped build new models, has propelled newer business models, and really helped some of the newer age companies be super successful, right? So I think technology front and center, Shalil, enabling companies to drive new business models and really accelerate the growth, enter tapping newer business opportunities. I think that's where I see technology heading over the next few years.
I think it's very important. But point when you say technology has moved from an A stage to a B stage, which is more strategic in nature. And when I say this, I think the role of technology is more now revenue contribution than actually supporting the businesses from that side. So that is a big shift. I call it a revolutionary shift across the board. And even if it means that it, more importantly, it is bringing businesses more inclusive into country's economy and playing a level playing field in the global economy as well. This is what I see if people are looking at it. Second question which comes in my mind, all these, you said it's not growing like a GDP 8%, 7%. We are still the highest, growth from a GDP perspective. But they'll be looking at a growth from a, 25, 30%, high rate of growth. The growth will bring some challenges. My question is, what are these challenges these organizations are going to face? And according to you, maybe just top 2 or top 3 one you can define. And then, what are the mitigations? What are the things they can actually do to overcome that?
Look, I think, again, technology, of course, helps businesses to prepare for the future, of course, and while ensuring that they are able to scale up from the current levels, right? Today, I mean, if you're saying from a challenge perspective, if you look at any customer experience has become the key for them to stay with a brand or with an organization, whether it is a buying experience, whether it's an after-sales experience, or and the third part we talk about is from a ESG perspective, right? How are companies aligned from the environment perspective, correct? I think none of this can be driven in a manner which was driven earlier. Organizations have to be where the customer is, whereas the customer coming to where the organization is, right? It's true of not only B2C businesses, but also B2B businesses, right? So I think the challenge for all types of companies is to ensure that they are present where their customer, existing or potential, is actually going to be there. That's the biggest challenge I look at from this perspective, right?
I heard something, Harish, that Airtel get ahead with Airtel. What's this about? Why are you bringing, getting ahead with Airtel? What it means to the businesses? In a very brief, if you can allude it.
Sure. And thanks for bringing that up. Look, I think get ahead with Airtel is a very simple platform where we want to bring our customers in to showcase to them through our booths in terms of the innovation that's really happening in the industry. And to some extent, how Airtel and its kind of well-known partners and industry leaders are actually driving that innovation. It's a place where customers can come to interact with peers, and you can read a lot to try and keep pace with what's happening in the technology space, right? But you have only so much time, correct? So what we are trying to do is trying to bring together in one place, through short bites of information and more of interaction and conversation about how technology is what kind of technology is very, very relevant to your businesses, and how Airtel can help you easily adopt that technology. I think that's what get ahead with Airtel is a lot of newer solutions in the portfolio. For example, M2M offerings in the IoT space, helping organizations enhance their customer experience through the new CPaaS solutions that Airtel has, cloud solutions that we offer to our customers, and of course, Airtel has the largest network of data centers through our Nextra brand, correct? And all of it delivered in a very, very secured environment, through our Airtel security solutions. Correct? So we would love our customers to come there, interact with their peers, meet the industry experts, get a feel of the solutions physically themselves, right? And go back and see how they can use some of these to transform their businesses and to really, like you said, contribute to their revenue growth. I think that's one. This is one engagement from Airtel to kind of help and help all the organizations, especially on the SMB side of the business, to kind of grow as the Indian economy grows.
Lovely, let me tell you. It's I already like the name Get Ahead with Airtel. It's like building the solutions together. It's like building innovations together. It's like taking and contributing it together. I think most of the people would love to associate with Airtel as a brand. Thank you, Harish, for being with us in a short conversation. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Shalil. We are really looking forward to meet our customers and have this conversation. And thank you, Shalil, for having me here. Yeah, like you said, I think Airtel has been committed not only to the SMBs but to the larger population of this country during the tough times. And we really look forward to meeting our customers in Get Ahead with Airtel show sooner. Thanks, Shalil.
Fantastic, Harish. Thank you very much.